Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, and whatever time you're watching this video. Welcome to another Drive and Chat with me. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have been following this couple on social media. I learned of them maybe a few years ago. They're mainly on Facebook. This interracial couple, Korr Obidi and her husband Justin Dean. So, of course, they were married for a while. He is a chiropractor, and they're in Los Angeles. So he's a, chiropractor, and she's a budding artist and social media influencer. She has a few million subscribers across her platforms, but she's mainly on Facebook. So she dances, she sings and does a little bit of acting, I guess. And she came to popularity when she auditioned for, I think it's America Got Talent or So You Think You Can Dance, one of those reality TV series. And she auditioned while she was pregnant with her first baby, her first daughter. So they have two daughters, June and Athena. So Athena is now 2 years old, and Korr, well, both of them, they did a live stream of the home birth of Athena. So they set up a birthing pool in their apartment, and they had a doula and all that jazz. And Korr was in the birthing pool while she was in labor. So that video gathered quite a few million viewers, and I was watching that video as well. But I think right before she delivered, then the video cut out, and their explanation was that, I don't know, power went, or whatever, some technical difficulty, so we weren't able to see the actual birth. Now, all through, because I was watching them before she gave birth. I think I started watching them while she was pregnant, and I was just always amazed at her. She's very agile. She didn't put on a lot of weight while she was pregnant, just her tummy. And I like the fact that he always came home to a home cooked meal. So she's from Nigeria, and she cooks, and she, based on her videos, she cooks pretty well. And they have the other little girl, Athena, and she eats. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yes. I was distracted by how close that motorcycle came to hitting that van. Anywho, so to me, they portrayed, as a loving family unit, and all seemed well. Again, that is when she was pregnant with Athena. That's when I learned of her and started watching sporadically. So if they had drama or issues or any of that kind of stuff previously, I am not aware, because I wasn't watching before, and I did not go back and watch any previous videos. So about 5 days after she delivered the baby, the husband went on social media and you know, put up a notice that they were no longer together. So I thought that was a joke. I'm like, what kind of prank is this? Because they all seem so happy as a family and stuff. And I mean, this is 5 days after she gave birth. So I'm like, this is a sick joke. So I was a bit annoyed because I'm like, you know, the lengths people will go to get views off social media, you know, to pull a prank like this. Why would you say that? Because for me on the outside, I saw nothing wrong with their relationship. But anyway, it proved not be a prank. And I was just like, wow. You know, that is why I don't follow up these social media or influencers or celebrities and stuff when they're flaunting these kind of lives and they all look so happy and hunky-dory and thinking that, oh, they're living a good life, they're so happy in their relationships and whatnot. Because no, 1 minute, you know, today they're all happy and going to movie premieres and award shows and having dinner and vacationing and all that jazz, and then the next day you hear that they're filing for divorce. And I'm like, but weren't they just together? You know, in normal life, you know, people break up. Okay, two people will be here, but and they will break up, or even if it's even if they're married, you will hear, you know, like separation and whatever, and then a while after, then you hear divorce. But no, these persons in the limelight, they're good today, and then tomorrow heading for file for divorce. So yeah, when I see, you know, social media influencers or celebrities and, you know, trying to show that they're living this fantastic life, I just look at them, and I look at them all with one eye, because I'm like, you know, I'm not buying what y'all are selling, you know, most of the time. I watch for entertainment purposes, but, you know, so how some people are way invested in people's lives and stuff like that and want to channel their own lives based on what they see these celebrities portray to the public. Yeah, I don't subscribe to that. So anyways, ever since, you know, the husband put out that they have split, the whole divorce, separation and divorce proceedings have been one big mess, one big catastrophic mess on social media. Because she always, you know, even though she's an artist and stuff, and even when they were going through the divorce and stuff, when he was vocal, so every minute of every day he was on social media, he was accusing her of stuff and, you know, putting out, you know, airing all supposedly all their dirty laundry and stuff. And this girl, she just still kept quiet, and she was dancing and putting on a brave face. She wasn't making mention of anything at all that was happening behind the scenes. So that's why initially I thought it was a prank, because he's the only one who was going on and on. So I thought, you know, it was just for views and stuff. And then because right before they announced the split, she helped him to create his Facebook social media page. So of course I just thought it was all for views, to say, okay, now, you know, she helped him to create a social media page. So now he's trying to, you know, build up subscribers and stuff, because she had, you know, a few million. So, you know, just more ways to generate more income. But anyways, since, as I said, since the split, he has been online every day. He bashed her. He said all sort of nasty things. So in my opinion, he just started this whole hate campaign against the girl. And then, of course, you know, the various subscribers or followers. So when he started bashing her, so his followers then started a hate campaign against her. And of course, you know, because he is Caucasian and she is black, then, you know, there are a lot of racial slurs, a lot of discrimination against her. You know, a lot of his followers, you know, they were saying some pretty mean stuff. And again, he put out some degrading stuff against her, and then his followers followed suit. And in response, her followers, you know, again, she has a lot of subscribers, so or followers, so her followers then started defending her. So then it all seems to be this mainly racial, you know, discriminatory defense between both followers. And then his followers, now everyone wants him to take away the kids and send her back to Africa, and she doesn't belong here, and all this crap. And you know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, are these people serious? You know, and everyone is saying, oh yeah, they want him to take away the kids because she's an unfit mother. Now, I don't know where these people's rationale come from of her being an unfit mother, because yes, she dances online and she's scantily clad, but she's an artist. So being an artist and dancing, she's not naked, scantily clad, yes, but that doesn't make her a bad parent based on what I see. Yes, she does a lot of stuff online, but she's a social media influencer. Being online is her job. So people keep saying, oh, she needs to go get a job. Being online, that's her job. That's how she showcases her talent, right? And the fact that everybody met her being online, scantily clad, dancing, twerking, and all that jazz. She was doing all of that when people met her online. So I don't understand how all of a sudden now she, you know, and she had the big, well, I guess other people were watching her before. So when she was auditioning for that other, I think it's American Got Dance or whatever, she was pregnant with the first baby, so people probably were following her. I'm not sure if before then or started then once she came on the program. But then, you know, the first daughter was born, and then she was twerking and doing all of that with that baby, doing everything that she's doing up until now. The husband, he was there along with her while she was twerking, making her money on social media. They were living up, or she was contributing to, you know, how they live based on her twerking and the scantily clad self on social media. So everything that she's doing now, she's always been doing, and nobody had this much to say until the breakup. So I don't know, and I don't know how doing her job, yes, it's not everyone's cup of tea, not everyone's forte or whatever, but that is what she's doing. So I don't know how that makes her an unfit parent. You have ladies of the night working the world's oldest profession, and I don't hear anybody say taking away, you know, their kids. You know, people do what they are doing as long as they're not putting the kids' lives in danger. You know, they have a safe space, but all of this, it's just one big mess. So now, they have an acrimonious divorce, and the divorce has now been finalized, and I guess apparently he has been, filing ex partes, I think about 4 or 5 ex partes, to get full custody of the children, and, block her access to the children, and one bag of crap, all of which, have been thrown out or denied by, the various judges and all that stuff. So now the other day he started. So honestly, whenever I see her, because he says that she, is badgering him or making his life a misery, talking about him every day, and smear campaign and whatever. But this girl comes on her line and she does her thing. The only time she mentions him is when he comes at her. I don't see her, wake up in the morning and go at him for no reason.
In 2 kilometers,
She only
keep left to Highway 401 East.
When he attacks her, which I think he does that a lot. He does that to intimidate and to annoy her. In my opinion, he's a narcissist. When you look at him and when you listen to his language and watch his behavior, he is a narcissist. And I think he thinks he's better than her. And because the followers and everyone, they have all fallen in love with the 2 little girls. So in my opinion, he wants to have them so that he can use them as his cash cow. Because he's saying that, with Korr and her fans, how they have degraded
left onto
him
Highway
and all that
401
jazz, that he, has lost income and, all about money. Whereas there are lots of stuff that Korr wanted him to do for the kids, pay for school and, stuff financially.
Continue on Highway 401.
He refused to do. Every time that you hear him come on, it's all about her following and how much she makes on social media and all that jazz. So anyway, he has now filed a temporary restraining order on her, and so the judge has granted the TRO, and the accusations in that restraining order, oh my God, I don't know, this guy just seems so unhinged to me. He's claiming abuse from Korr, but then, she wrote a book, she wrote a memoir, and apparently detailed her life, and apparently she made allegations of DV in the book. I haven't read the book, but he's claiming that she has lied and have these allegations against him, and it's just, again, I said, it's just one huge mess. But a part of what he filed in the temporary restraining order, when I was listening last night to a blogger on YouTube going through the paperwork, this man wants full sole custody of the girls. Mark you, he has not given them any proof to show that she's an unfit mother, because in my estimation, that is the only way that a judge can take away kids from their mother. I'm no legal expert by any means. I'm just trying to use some common sense. So he wants to take away the girls, He wants to block the mom's access from any medical records, dental records, school records. She can only have, he wants her to only have access to the girls 1 day, supervised access 1 day per week on a Sunday for 2 hours. She has to give up the girls' social media accounts and all that. Of course, the girls' social media accounts have lots of followers. And on top of that, he wants her to pay child support. Now, how the HE double hockey sticks? You want to take away the woman's kids, right?
Turn right on
You
Mississauga
want to
Road.
take away her kids. She can't have any access. She can't have access to medical, dental, nothing at all. She can't have access to them any at all. Can you hurry up? Light is green. Jesus. She can't have access to her kids. No access to any records for them. No access. Can't contact him. Nothing at all. She can only get the girls for 2 hours on a Sunday, supervised, but yet still pay child support. How the KCUF does that make any sense? And this guy, he went on, oh my God, you guys can go on YouTube. There are lots of bloggers, you know. I think this blogger that I was watching last night, I think she's like breaking it down with Amoira, Amoira, something like that. It's spelled, and she was going through. So it's a 300-page document, because apparently he also submitted a transcript, you know, of her book that she wrote. And I'm like, I'm eager to listen to her again tonight, to you know, because she's gonna go through. Okay. She's gonna continue going through the legal document that she got. But man, I tell you, this guy, honestly, I feel a bit scared for her, because how he is behaving, we have seen, you know, unfortunately, cases in the media where this just goes wrong. It's like he's saying if he can't get his way, then, you know, it's like he wants to punish her. He wants to punish her. He wants to get the kids. He wants to get her money. He wants to, you know, all of that, and all in the same breath talking about he filed for her to come here. Okay, you got married, and if you're gonna live here, then that is the natural progression. If you're an American citizen or green card holder or whatever, and you get married to someone from another country or in another country, and if you're going to live together in the United States, Canada, England, wherever you're living, then you're going to have to file for the person to come and live with you, unless you're going to have a long distance relationship. And then he's saying that, oh, she used him to come to America. They met in China. He was working in China. And if she was going to, in my opinion, if somebody's going to be using you just to come overseas, they're not going to give you 2 kids. And yeah, and in his accusations as well, he accused her of cheating on him while
in 500
she was pregnant
meters, turn right on
with the second baby. So he wasn't sure if the second baby was his child. This is just one big mess, and I don't think every time he comes on social media and he brainwashes, in my opinion, his
In
followers
400 meters,
to
turn
saying,
right on
oh,
Credit View Road.
you know, he just wants to co-parent in peace. Well, he wants to co-parent in peace when every gosh darn day he comes on social media and bash the young lady. She only answers, she only calls his name when he comes at her, because she's just online doing her thing, doing her twerking, doing her cooking, creating her content, trying to live her life. She's been, I think she's been so generous in not, you know, taking him to the cleaners, or you know what some other Americans would do when, you know, when you're divorced, to block or limit access to the kids. But I think she was trying to have a cohesive relationship, you know, so that, you know, the girls can, you know, have both parents in their lives. But he is just plain dirty, and now he wants all access to the kids for her. That part just got me so mad. And how you want to take away the kids? If it was a female trying to take away the kids from the father for no apparent reason, I would be just as upset, right? Because kids need both parents, right? She's not abusing the girls, and then also, so while they were together, before they got married, you know, they all went to Nigeria. He spent time down there. He won't even sign a passport form so the little baby can get to, if the mom wants to take the baby to Nigeria to visit family, she can't even take the kid, the baby, to Nigeria. The first baby has visited family in Nigeria, but he refuses to sign the passport for the second baby. So she can't go to Nigeria. The mom can't travel. Now, in his paperwork, the mom can't travel with any of the girls, especially to Nigeria. He's trying to block her from so many things. It's just, you know, unbelievable. Well, their court date, I think the judge has sent them now to mediation, I guess, because, you know, seeing all the bull crap that he has put on the temporary restraining order, and how she weaponized, and a lot of it is his feelings, because the other day she went to England to do a performance, and she was allegedly attacked. You know, it was on video on social media, but he's saying that it was all fake, and he, in his report, he's saying, you know, he alluded to the fact, you know, in the paperwork, alluded to the fact that alleged attack was fake, and, you know, she masterminded and all of that, and that she weaponized her fans to be harassing him. And okay, online, yeah, I see some of her fans harassing him, but vice versa, his fans are harassing her too. His fans are saying degrading, immediate. So everything that he put in that paperwork that she set on her fans and whatnot, it's the same thing with him, because he comes out every single day and spewing all this nonsense on her. So I think he's just building a hate campaign towards the young lady. Then in his comment section, you see a lot of discrimination against her. A lot of people calling, you know, her monkey, and saying she needs to go back where she's from and all that jazz, and he needs to take away the kids from her. For what? Why you want to take away the lady's kids? But, you know, I'm gonna leave my thoughts here for the moment. If I listen to the blog tonight again, and you know, if I feel like I may come out and comment on it again. But oh, this is just, you know, I think we all should, you know, pray for her, because she's going through a lot. And then, you know, I just have a terrible sense that, you know, this man, he is acting very rash and dangerous, and unfortunately I see him possibly hurting her and or the kids, especially if he doesn't get what he wants, because he's unraveling. Anyways, I will catch you guys on the next video. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this video. You know, we can do more drive-in chats, you know, and while I follow up on, you know, what I see happening in and around the world. And, you know, I've also posted some videos on what's happening, you know, so, you know, I do a lot of different content. You know, I'm trying to build my YouTube page, you know, so you'll get different content from me. Anyway, see you guys on the next live. Have a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world.